Metro Exodus, continuing on from where we left off. So, where are we heading?
Gentlemen, I received news of some traveling gang on a train invading our territory. This is unusual.
Oh shit.
As far as I remember, we did a pretty good job of teaching the neighbors that actions like this end up costing them. These newcomers seem slow on the uptake. Or not from the neighborhood. In any case, we should find out who they are and what they want. I've told the people that I need separately. The rest of you are to ready your cars, guns, and combat-trained slaves. It might all be needed soon. As you were, everyone, the Baron has spoken.
I feel like Baron, the word Baron has been used a lot more often. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to stay up tonight. What time is it? Okay, it's almost midnight, so I probably shouldn't stay up too long. I'd get up really fucking early tomorrow. How about new? I don't know why I left the car behind that far. I was gonna say, like, where the fuck did the lighthouse go? That looks ridiculous. You know, the fucking animations of the shadow. They're essentially the animations of the characters. You can see it obviously because of the first person perspective. It looks so dumb. But yeah, I mean, what else to talk about? I mean, kind of like default topics of my other channel. At this point, that is a lot of what I do in this spare time on my other channel. Actually, that's something I didn't talk about. I did start work on the runner-up video. And by start work, I essentially mean, like, start placement and stuff. For, like, I went through the first 10 runner-ups. Actually, no, first 9 runner-ups. And ranked them. However, I think the way that I'm approaching this is that essentially what I'm doing is I have the winner ranking that I have from when I did the video on that, and then essentially what I'm doing is I'm associating each runner-up with a winner, and that will obviously determine around where they place. And there's going to be some obviously runner-ups that associate with multiple winners, and some that associate with no winners, or some winners that don't associate with any runners up, but obviously dealt with accordingly. But so far, it's worked out fine. I think the ranking after the first 9 is, I think it's Boston Rob, Colton, a big drop. Like, Boston Rob is the only top tier one so far. And then it's like Colby and Twyla in the middle tier. And I think everyone else is bottom tier. So, right? Yeah, I'm missing one. Let's see. I think Kelly Wigglesworth? Oh, no, Lil's at the bottom, then Kelly Wigglesworth. And Kim Johnson. Oh no, Nalia is also middle tier. Yeah, then I think Clay, then Matthew. I think that's all. Yeah. So the ranking right now is Bossa Rob, Colby, Twyla, Nalia, Matthew, Clay, Kim, Kelly, Lil. That's the ranking right now. I guess if I really want to, I could talk through it here as well. But it's like Katie, where would she end up ranking? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now, by the way. Like, how the fuck do I get up there? Do I just run into the thing here then? Yeah, let's try that. Why not? But, yeah, Katie, Katie's pretty low. I mean, she was in the majority of the entire game, so I mean, that's something you have to give her credit for, but she's also someone that was actively taken, like, as a goat. Never really had any control in the game. She never really was able to dictate any votes. I mean, she's probably, just like offhand, what I would think. I think she's better than Lil. She's better than Kelly Wigglesworth. Probably better than Kim Johnson. But that's probably where it ends. I don't, like, I mean, is she better than Clay? The thing is, Clay almost won the fucking game. I mean, Clay was literally one vote away, and like one slip up from Brian away from winning the game. So, I think she's like of the same caliber. I think she's within that same like group of Clay, Matthew. Why can't I jump on the zip line? Oh, now I can for some reason. I think, yeah, Matthew, Clay, Katie, I think that's those three fit into the thing here. I think she's probably at the bottom of that. Actually, I don't know. I like my Clay versus Matthew one was kind of tough. I didn't know where to go with that. I did end up putting Matthew above Clay, but I think in retrospect, and the thing is, I think Clay wins, and like I think Clay comes closer to winning than Matthew does.
Who's there?
Also, to be fair, I mean Clay was. I'm talking myself into putting Clay higher right now. Because Clay was also in the majority for a lot of the game too. Like Clay was never not in the majority. While Matthew voted correctly most of the time, but again, like he never really was he never was like actually part of the majority though, unlike Clay. So I'm kind of thinking, yeah, I think Clay is better than that. So there's that. So let's switch that up to let's see, and Stephanie. Stephanie is pretty high, right? I don't know if she's top tier though. She might be. I don't know. And because again, like the way I'm ranking these runners up is as if they had won their season. That's kind of how I'm ranking the runners up here. And like, if Stephanie had won that season, I mean, like despite her having, I think, like, still a lot of flaws with the idea, I still think she's probably like a Wendell-esque winner in terms of placement. Where, like, again, she wasn't like the dominant person in her duo, but she was still part of a duo that was considered to have controlled the game.
Who the fuck are you?
Where's that? But, yeah, so I do think Stephanie probably ends up ranking number 2 then. Oh, it's tough because I also put Colby. Like, because I mean, now I think about it. No. Because she is. I do think Colby played a stronger game, right? I mean, the thing is, Stephanie was always getting to the end. It's just that she was never winning in any scenario. While at least Colby was winning in some scenarios.
Oh, I think you're a friend.
Oh, shit.
Door's blocked. Wait till I lower the lift.
So yeah, she's probably lower than Colby. And that's probably where it ends, right? I think she's still above Twyla. Actually, I don't know. Is she? I think that's kind of tough too, because it's like, I mean, like Twyla was in a similar situation where Twyla was never winning that game, which is obviously a massive flaw. I'm not saying it's a good thing. It's obviously a massive flaw. But I think Twyla was someone that did things more actively to get herself to the end, though. Like, Twyla actively made a deal with Chris. Oh, is this where we're supposed to go? Which is something that, like Stephanie got to the end with Danny, someone she didn't even really want to be at the end with. So, I do think Stephanie actually is probably below Twyla as well. I think that's probably where she's at, though. Again, like, I think Nalia, I think that's the point where it's like, yeah, Stephanie's definitely better than Nalia.
Are you Artyom? Come in. Whoever kills the Munai
Yes.
Bailair is my friend. The Munai Bailair, as we call them.
Yeah,
Turned
then,
my people into slaves.
Danielle Donato.
Wanted
Danielle
to put
Donato.
me in shackles too.
Oh my God, Danielle De
Better
Lorenzo.
death.
Sorry. I mean, she's probably middle tier, right? I mean, like I've always said this before, how I never really saw that big of a difference between her and Ars's game. I do think at this point I've kind of
Your
come
man
around that
helped me.
Ars did play a better
I mean, you're
game
dead. But why are
than
you here?
Danielle, but I don't
For
think it's
5
really
years,
by
nobody
that
would come
much.
here save for Munai Bailair.
What do you know of the antennas near your lighthouse?
There used to be a comm center before the war. My mother worked
I think it's
there.
another situation where
She
like
was an
Danielle's
officer.
probably never winning
The
that season.
facility is long abandoned.
That's obviously not
I went
great.
there after war
I
to
do
look
think she
for
probably
lost
ranks
traces, but
around where
found
Aris
nothing.
is. So really the debate then becomes, is she better or worse than Aaliyah?
So could you help us in
And
return by leading our
I
men
don't know,
inside?
actually. I think it's
Good.
tough.
I will help.
Artyom, you have to find the archive.
I
Should
think
be
she's
near the
better.
command center. Look for shots taken after
Yeah,
the
I
war,
think she's better.
starting with
I think the problem I have
The year will
is that
soon be
I feel like
here. You
Aaliyah
can
was
count
more
on it.
out in front
Miller, over and out.
than
If we
Danielle.
go, we better go now.
But I feel
before
like
more of
Danielle
them
also did
arrive.
more things
Use the
actively.
workbench if you need to fix something. There are all kinds of danger. A smart man wouldn't go there. You seem smart, but you do not have choice.
Okay, so what do we want? I think we should work on filters because I wasted so many. Let's do 3 minutes. I really like the shotgun. That's the most I can get. Well, that kind of sucks. I'm tired anyway, so. Yeah, no shit.
Ready?
Yeah, now is at the point where it gets a bit more difficult because there's 2 runners up at this point. So we get to Ozzy. For me, Ozzy's pretty low. I mean, the thing that's tough is that I think the tough thing with Ozzy is how many of those immunities did he need. And to be fair, I don't think he needed a lot of those. He won 5. I think he only
Before war,
needed,
this place was beautiful.
like
See,
1. I mean,
was
1
5
definitely
then.
he needed. He definitely
My
needed that
mom
final
was
4.
young. Life.
Final 5. I think it's up
Now
in the air.
it's just desert.
Final 6.
All
I think
the
it's up in
beasts
the air.
changed into freaks.
I don't think he needed the other
People
2.
became beasts.
So
My
it's
people
like
became chaps.
that's really the question mark. Is like,
Not
did
by
he need
themselves.
immunity
The
at
oil
final
dogs
6?
made them.
And it's like when it's
The
like
oil
questionable
stayed
like
even
that, I'm
though the
not
sea
really
dried
going
out.
to take away that many points for it. I will take away points for the 4, but
Old people
outside that, I don't
die.
think it's that bad.
Only the young remain.
I don't know where he ranks
And
though. Again,
they
like,
all
he was in the
obey their
majority
masters now.
at that point. Like he was the lead figure
Say
in his
they're
initial
gods
tribe.
of fire now.
Um,
And the young believe.
After that, he ends up in the minority, but eventually through circumstances
5
out of
years
control and
after
the
the war,
mutiny, he does
my
end up in
mother
the
died.
majority.
I was all alone.
Or ends up in the core of that group, which ends up eventually becoming the majority due to a lot of shenanigans from production and whatever else, but again, not factoring that in. Like, he's obviously not a top tier. Like, he wouldn't have been a top tier winner. I just don't, yeah, I mean, I'm really thinking about it a bit more. It's like, I really just don't know where to rank him. Is he middle tier, I guess? I mean, like, the thing is, he comes so close to winning. I mean, he's literally 1 vote off, and, like, if Adam had voted the way he legitimately wanted to, he wins the game. So it's like, I feel like that's something you can't completely discredit.
I know before, so I've been there. I never went deep. There are spiders.
So I'm kind of thinking of him as a low
See
middle
the
tier.
passage? You go through.
That's kind of what I'm thinking
follow.
right now. I feel like his game's enough to keep him out of the bottom tier, but I don't feel like it's still great. Where the fuck am I?
The power's long gone. We need to turn it on to open the gate. The door won't open till we get the power on. Turn the electricity on. There.
Where? If you know what it is, why the fuck aren't you turning it on? Not that. What the fuck is all the fucking whatever? But yeah, I mean, Ozzy is really tough. I do think, yeah, I do think he's a bottom middle tier runner up for me. I think. Again, it's gonna be tough. I'm gonna try to do this video without a script too, by the way. That's kind of why I've decided. We'll see how it goes. The thing is, like, I feel like I've gotten to the point where, I mean, like, to myself, I've probably always been at this point, but I feel like I can do a lot of these videos without scripts at this point. Okay, here it is. Like a lot of the Survivor videos and all that sort of stuff. Obviously, there'll be some editing involved because I'm a fucking dumbass and I can't not make a mistake. But I could still probably do it unscripted, but we'll see. But yeah, so Becky is the other one. I think Becky's a better runner-up than Ozzy for me. I play a better game than Ozzy in my opinion. Not by much. I mean, I do think she's a middle tier. I think she's a clear middle tier. Like runner-up, whatever. Play middle tier game. While obviously Ozzy, as I said, is a bottom middle tier. Like, I think she's up there with like the.
If you see Mom's picture, bring it. I'll be thankful to you as long as I.
You know, actually, now that I think about it, I think maybe Ozzy probably ends up landing around the same spot as like an Aris or a Denise. That's kind of what I'm thinking. While I think like Becky ends up landing probably like around the Tina, like probably below Tina, but like I think that's kind of the rumor that I'm thinking. But like around an Ethan Zahn is probably a better example actually. I think she was less likable, but I mean, yeah, I think probably that's the. Oh wait, I went the wrong way. So that's what I'm thinking about her. Cassandra's pretty low, right? I mean, Cassandra didn't do anything. I mean, Cassandra's definitely bottom tier. Where within that though? And not have fucking like demon spiders chasing us. Oh. Cool.
Артем, one, two, testing. It's me, Damir. I hope you can hear me. I'm here too. You nearly shot me, thought I was an enemy.
Attention. Ventilation system failure. Prepare individual equipment and remain at your stations. Await for further instructions.
Oh. Okay.
Did you hear that, Артем?
Where are we going? But yeah, Cassandra's pretty low. I mean, I think Cassandra's probably a step above a Kim Johnson. I think just in the fact that she didn't need the wind immunities to get to the end. But then again, I think it's also like a downside in the fact that she was also dragged to the end. But it's like, still, I mean, like she's still someone that never needed comps or anything. So I do think she's someone I would rank like a spot above Kim Johnson. That's kind of what I'm thinking of her. Dreams is tough. I think if Dreams, he's like Dreams was so obviously never winning that season.
Ah, there it was. Here it goes.
But at the same time, I do feel like if we're just ranking his game, like his gameplay, I do, like, obviously he makes mistakes here and there, but it's like, I do feel like he did some impressive stuff. Or at least had some good ideas during that season. I feel like he's also someone that was, like, never, like, in the background. Like, he was always out in front. I mean, out in front's probably not the best term. But he was always, he was never under the radar. What are we looking for now? So I think because of that, I think I would rank him as like a bottom middle tier. It's kind of what I'm thinking. We'll see. And these are just estimates. These aren't actual, like, this isn't actually what I'm gonna do. I'll definitely do a lot more analysis before I actually think of the placements and stuff, but this is kind of what I'm thinking right now. What the fuck am I doing? Who's left? So Amanda from China. Amanda's might be top tier. I think actually, now I think about it, I think she is top. That's tough actually. That's a pretty tough one actually. Because again, like, I think this is a hole I put myself in that I kind of regret I did put Wendell in the top tier. Because I feel like this leaves so much up for interpretation of, like, who is a dominant player. Because, like, I think Wendell's very clearly the beta between him and Dominic. But at the same time, again, like, the players within the game didn't look at it that way. Like, they looked at them as equals, pretty much. So I feel like because of that, that's why I ended up putting Wendell in that top tier. But I think that leaves a lot of interpretation here of, like, someone like a Todd and Amanda, where people always talk about Todd and Amanda, like both of them. But then again, they clearly saw Todd as the dominant force there, though. So I think that's a difference. So I do think maybe instead of the top tier, I don't know. I feel like with these runners-up, it's gonna be tough because like very few of the runners-up are obviously top-tier runner-ups. Like if they were, they would have more than likely won. Like again, like I mean, like if we're looking at top-tier runner-ups, that's like, I mean, there are some. I mean, obviously Boston Rob. I think Russell Hance fits into that. I mean, Russell Hance, Samoa. Maybe does Heroes vs. Villains? Where's Heroes vs. Villains fall actually? That's gonna be tough. Ugh. I do have a list. I already have a list made out from a while back. I just haven't looked at it because I don't want it to really affect my ratings here. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do there. Russell Hance 2000. With Russell Hance from season 20. But fuck. What am I doing? What am I supposed to be doing right now? But who else is there? I'm trying to think. Yeah, Dominic. Dominic's one that obviously is top tier. Mike White is possibly top tier. He's at least top of the middle tier. I don't know if he's top tier, but we'll see. I think he might be. I don't know. I mean, he does have flaws in his game. Like he does have points where he's like completely out of the loop, which I don't think is particularly great. Is this where we're supposed to go? Oh shit, we're over 30. Okay.
Artyom, the link is breaking up. You're too deep. I have an idea, though.
How do you like this, Artyom? At least this way you're sure to hear me. Oh, the plan says the archive door can only be opened from the inside, in manual mode. But you can get in through the vents. Look for entrance in the next room.
Hey, who else is a top tier runner up? Steven's a top tier runner up. Are there any female top tier runner ups? I'm trying to think of them. I really don't think there is. I might be wrong, but I don't think there is. I think an argument could be made. No, never mind. I was gonna say an argument could be made for Hannah, but now I think, well, she's very clearly middle tier. Oh yeah, Aubrey. Yeah, I think Aubrey's top tier is bottom of the top tier, but I do think she makes top tier. Trying to go through his seasons. I really think that might be it. It's actually kind of sad. I mean, oh yeah. I was gonna say Sabrina and Chelsea, but no, they're definitely middle tier. Lisa Welchel. I mean, I think that's debatable. I think she's probably top middle tier instead of bottom top tier. So we're done with the episode. I'm gonna end soon, but I'm trying to think through this right now. Either way, we're done. Next episode we'll go ahead and continue on, but for now, thank you for watching.